Hello everyone. So it's been a while since I've made a video, but I decided just to do another check-in video. You can see Coco, he's sleeping up there. That's his favorite spot. And then of course, when I'm lying in bed, he likes to jump down onto me and knocks the air out of me. So usually I don't let him sleep in my room just because he always tries to go up there, and I just I don't want him jumping on me and knocking the air out of me. It's quite the surprise when you're trying to sleep and then suddenly thud a bit. Yeah, he's a heavy cat too, so he's like 15 pounds, which apparently is healthy. Um, I found that out at the vet when I took him in for the ER appointment. But yeah, he's a healthy, just big cat. That's all. I think he's starting to wake up a little bit. So I made a list of things to talk about. Number one on the list, it's been a while. So I'm trying to figure out what my schedule with the whole YouTube thing is gonna be. I think it's probably gonna be a little on the inconsistent side. The YouTube is more like a blogging thing, or like someplace just for me to put my thoughts out. Obviously on like stuff like detransition, but then also like my life is like starting to move forward, So it's like I'm very busy with my real life stuff, and that's taking up a lot of my time now. But I obviously still want to make YouTube videos. So it's gonna come here and there, and I'll try to update on the community part of my channel, and I'll still be posting like video game stuff, because I like to play video games a lot. So I'll post that, although I haven't had as much time to play video games because that's what happens when you have two jobs. um, so I don't know, but it's okay because work is good. Staying busy is important for me. So now, for the first part of my update is the update on the crossing guard job. That's been going very well. I've been moved around. This is like my third post. That's just I guess the word for where you're placed, like what street corner you're placed at, or intersection. So I'm at my third post, and I actually really like this one. And I did tell my manager I wouldn't mind this being my permanent post, because there's a dog at this one. It's like I don't know how to it's like the dog is at one of the corners, and there's four corners on the intersection. And during the morning shift, I stand at the corner where the dog is. The fence, goes like that, and the dog like sits down right at the like corner of the fence thing, right by where I am. So when I'm not helping people across, I get to pet the dog. The dog's name is Little Pup, which is a very cute name. Interesting name too. I'm always used to dogs having like human-like names, and this name's not human-like at all. But I don't know. So the dog is very cute, very friendly, loves people and other dogs, which I was surprised about because usually when a dog is like in their yard, which this one is, they're more like territorial, especially when other dogs come. But this one just wants to play with all the other dogs, so that's a good thing. So yeah, that's going well, and I like that post. Weather has been pretty good. It's supposed to get up into the 90s over the weekend, but I don't have to work then. And Monday is Labor Day, and so I don't have to work then either because I don't have to work when school is out, or when the school is closed. And apparently Monday they're closed. So basically the 3 hot days I don't have to work, except for Monday I have to walk Jerry, which is my second client from Rover. But that's not going to be that bad. I walk him at like 11:30. So I'm thinking like it usually gets like really hot around like 1 to 3 p.m. So I'm thinking it's not going to be bad, and I've been driving my car around just because my bike tire has been going flat every few rides. So obviously there's air leaking from it. So I've been using the car to get around to work now. And that'll be more on like the later update stuff. But yeah, back to the crossing guard. That's going very well. I did get back to talking to a while back. I had like applied for the my state job rehabilitator services for like people with like disabilities or whatever. I had talked to them because I needed help finding work just through like more mental health issues I have that kind of give me issues with like employment. It's more like anxiety and stuff like that. And so I've been talking to them, and um that makes the job like easier too. Not like really easier, but like the person who's assigned to me from the state can talk to my employer. So there's and then like I can talk to them if I'm having issues on the job, like if I have questions without having to like bring it up to my manager and being like afraid that I don't know, like I just think that the person from the state is more on my side versus the manager's like, can you do the job or not? So like there's more like communication and more help. Although I don't really need help on the like the help of actually doing the crossing line. That's very easy. Um for me, it would be more like interacting with people, but I don't think it's that hard on this job just because it's like the most you do is small talk, like hello, how are you, have a good day, stuff like that, where you're helping people across. So it's not really, there's nothing really, it's not like I'm having to have deep conversations with people, stuff like that. So, okay, moving on to the update on my dog walking job, or like a side business or a side gig. That's been going well. I think I told you guys about my second client, Jerry. He's like a Jack Russell Terrier. So I have two dogs I walk. I walk Jerry on Mondays and Tuesdays at 11:30 a.m. And then Razel, I walk her Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. So that's been going very well, and I enjoy it. Both dogs are very good. Both are very cute. They're both small dogs, which I like. I just like small dogs. I mean, I like medium-sized dogs too, and I've only ever had medium-sized dogs. I've never adopted a small dog myself, but when I move out, I will be. So, anyway, but yeah, I've enjoyed it. I don't think I can take on any more clients because with those two, plus the two shifts I have for the crossing guard, I have to leave my house 4 times like a day, like on Monday and Tuesday, to do like the dog walking plus the crossing guard, and then Wednesday through Friday I'm leaving like 3 times a day. And it's not like it's that bad. It's just like it's a lot of getting up and going, and eventually you want to just stop driving. So that's fun. So yeah, that's basically it for that. And the next one, the next update, and this is big news for me personally. You guys probably don't know this, but I haven't driven since like 2019, 2020. I stopped driving due to derealization, like I was dissociating, and it made it really hard for me to like drive, and it was making me anxious because I just felt like I wasn't as in control because I didn't feel like connected with my external environment. I felt very disconnected from it. So it made it hard for me to be in the moment and to really focus on driving. So I voluntarily decided to stop driving. Although the mistake I made was getting rid of my driver's license because I thought I was never going to drive again. Because I didn't even understand the derealization. Like, I didn't even know it was derealization or it was something that could be managed to go away. Like, so and two, I was just like, I don't know, I just didn't think I would be able to drive again, so I didn't see a point in keeping my driver's license. Then I ended up getting a state ID instead, because I was gonna turn 21 at some point. But I don't even drink, so there's no point. But but then I guess like it was like a week ago that I just had this spontaneous thing of like, I'm gonna go renew my driver's license because my driver's license expired, I think, in like 2021, but I never renewed it, so it was like expired, and I was worried I would have to take a driving test. And I did say, like, if I have to take a driving test, I'll need to somehow get like a driver's permit or something to somehow be able to, practice driving before I take the test. But they didn't make me. All I had to do was a vision test, which was nice. And I somehow passed that. They asked me, do you wear glasses? And I like paused for a moment because I have glasses at the house, but I don't wear them. And then I just said no, and she had me do the vision test. And after, I guess, a little bit of confusion because her instructions weren't very clear to me, but I ended up passing. I have like 20/40 according to them, which I guess is pretty good. It's not perfect vision, but it's pretty good, which is basically what the eye doctor, the person who gave me the glasses prescription said that my vision is almost perfect, but it's like could still use a tiny bit of like improvement via the glasses. So yeah, I did that, and I got. I basically it was just like renewing my license. I just had to pay a fee for it. Got my picture taken again. There was some like I guess since my old driver's license had my old name on it, you know, when I was a trans man, they ended up printing out the I guess the thing where they ask you know like check the spelling of your name and all this stuff to make sure that information that's going to be on it is correct. And I saw that it still had my old name and the M gender marker, and I had legally changed my name back, and also my state ID said female, not male. So I told them about that, and so I guess they had to change the information on the old one. Like for some reason, the my driver's license number or something is different from my state ID, so it's a separate process to do it for that. And but they were, you know, it was after I guess like apologizing or whatever, she just you know did it pretty quickly, so it wasn't too much of a hassle. I just wasn't expecting that because I thought when I changed my state ID to Tatiana and to female that that would reflect on my old driver's license, but apparently I was wrong. So, but that's okay. I mean, it didn't really bother me. I'm kind of over it. Um, so yeah, and then I think like it wasn't, I couldn't drive right away. My dad wanted me to drive home, but I wasn't on his insurance for the car thing, so I couldn't drive home. But I think it was like in the next 2 days since he managed to get me on his car insurance thing, but you know like State Farm or whatever. I was able to drive to visit my aunt, but she was like way up somewhere, like and of course like my first experience back on the road is like a 30 to 45-minute drive that includes the highway because we had she was kind of far out, and then the deal was if I drove both ways we would get Subway on the way back because I wanted Subway, and he didn't really want to go out for dinner on the way back, but like we were going to be back by like 8 p.m. and so he was okay with it as long as he didn't have to drive. And after like the initial like kind of like I don't know, it was slightly intimidating being back in the driver's seat. Like the first like I don't know like few streets or stuff like that, things kind of went back to feeling like how they used to felt when I was driving before I stopped driving. And then like the highway was a little like I don't know, it wasn't iffy. It was just like I don't really like going at high speeds. But I just kept to the slow lane and just kind of went about the speed limit and not like 10, 20 miles over it like some people like to go. My dad being one of them. Um, so I don't know. So I'm not like a what do they call them? The people who like to like speed in cars and like the adrenaline junkie or whatever. I'm not like that at all. So but yeah, and then since that I've basically been driving every single day, not on the highway, just to and from my different job sites. And it yeah, just it doesn't it feels like I've been driving all along. It's I guess like with driving, just like with the bike, it's like muscle memory or something. Like once you learn it, you can't really forget it. Like you can be a little rusty, but it kind of all comes back to you, and that's been my experience so far. So, and I've enjoyed taking my dog Billy on drives with me. Although he just kind of whines in the couch, and then like if there's a dog, he goes crazy and starts barking at them, which is kind of annoying, but it's okay. Um, and then I guess the last thing on my update list before I say goodbye for at least this week is my hair. I think it's been like 3, maybe 4 months now since I buzzed it all off, and this is about the length. I don't know if you guys can like really see the length because it just looks, yeah, I don't know, like it's not like long, but it's not like buzz cut length anymore. It's very very short. So yeah, this is my hair now, and I'm trying to keep myself from shaving off because I kind of get like, especially when I get dysphoric, I feel the urge to shave off all my hair, but I keep remembering that I don't think I look as good as I don't know. It's not that like I don't look good, but I'm kind of like feeling over with that certain look. Like I like having some hair on my head. Um, Although I don't like think I want to like grow out my hair just because that would make me dysphoric too. So, but I want to have it longer than when it's what it's been. I want it still to be in like a masculine or a men's hairstyle, but like a little longer, like medium length hair, but not like down to my shoulders or something like that. So, although I don't know, it's hard to say what I'll do because I can make like impulsive decisions, but it's really hard to do that with hair because it takes so long for it to grow. The only thing I end up doing is shaving it off, then like regretting that decision. So I don't know. So I'm basically trying to just like not shave off my hair just because I think it's a great idea at one point or for a few minutes or for a day. So but I don't know. It's just like the length it gets to when I start feeling like it needs to be shaved off. Because when I comb it, I just don't. It almost starts to look like I have small bangs, and I don't like that. And then I don't like how this kind of gets unruly. This like blows down, and I like it to be shaved closer to be more neat. And like I don't know, the sides are okay, but like this hair can like kind of start to go over the ear a little bit, so I have to comb it. I've been trying to comment. I've been taking biotin to supposedly help my hair grow faster. I don't know if it actually works, but I convince myself it does. It makes me feel like I'm doing something for myself. So I don't know. Besides that, not much has changed. I still have dysphoria, and if I'm not working, I do like mentally dwell on that a lot. Um, so that's kind of annoying. I have not been going to that therapist. I just decided to like stop going because I feel like I was going and maybe it was helping, but like I stopped going and I managed to get myself to get a job to drive again. So I feel like, do I really need therapy? Like, yes, I'm still dealing with stuff, but I'm also starting to like to move forward in life. So I'm not, and also like therapy costs money, and like my job ain't paying that much. So I'm just saying, like, it's not. I need a more like regular job, and just like I don't know, full time or something. I mean, I feel like I'm full time, but the job isn't full time. It's two jobs, but between as much as I'm having to go out, like I wake up at 6 a.m. preparing for work, and then around 3:45 to 4 is when I get home from my last shift. And between all that time, I don't get that many like my breaks between when I get to come home from a job is like 30 minutes to an hour or something. So I don't know. Although sometimes, like today, when a customer cancels or whatever, then I get a longer break between two different jobs and I can relax a little bit. But I'm looking forward to my 3 day weekend, except for having to walk Jerry on Monday. I am looking forward to walking him, but it's technically not like a complete day off because I do have one client, but like one walk doesn't bother me and I like Jerry, so although it's supposed to be up in the 90s, but I don't know, that doesn't bother me that much because I have an air conditioned car. So, okay, well, I think I'm gonna finish the video now. If you guys like this video, leave a like. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. And hit the notification bell. I will try to send an update midweek, not like a video update, but like on the community side, like a written text post. Just letting you guys know about what I'm thinking my plans are for making my next video, just to keep you guys updated so it's not like several days going by and I haven't posted anything. So, okay, well, bye bye.